This is a big deal today. And whatever you think about this plan to end the war, there was one thing in this speech today that struck me, it didn't strike me as necessarily wrong, but it struck me as not the way I remember it. Here it is.
I want to be very clear. We sent our troops to Iraq to do away with Saddam Hussein's regime, and you got the job done.
Nobody's going to argue that that job was not done, but I am a little nudgy about the idea that the mission we tasked our military with in the first place was dumping Saddam Hussein. It's just not how I remember it from the time. Do you want to know how I remember it?
We will consult, but let there be no misunderstanding. If Saddam Hussein does not fully disarm, for the safety of our people and for the peace of the world, we will lead a coalition to disarm him.
Yeah, weren't we supposed to be disarming him? Wasn't that the justification, or at least the pretense for the war? That clip was from Bush's State of the Union in January 2003. Then 6 weeks later, he gave his "Here we come" speech.
We have sent hundreds of weapons inspectors to oversee the disarmament of Iraq. The United States and our allies are authorized to use force in ridding Iraq of weapons of mass destruction.
Ridding Iraq of weapons of mass destruction. That was the whole idea, right? That's why we went. I am reluctant to let that fact disappear down the memory hole. Because if, as the war ends, or at least starts to end, if at this time the history of the war is written as us going there to topple the regime of a bad man, when that frankly isn't why we were told that we were going there, then aren't we still at risk of making this horrific mistake again? And aren't we letting the people who foisted the WMD idea on us that many years ago, aren't we sort of letting them get away with it?